Probably want conditions to be just right when you're doing that.
That's probably a pretty good call. And if we do have those wind farms going out there, they will be very, very active over the next 24 hours. We're going to crank up the winds. But check this out. We did get a little bit of snow up around Durango. That was pretty much the point as far south as we saw snow. This is what it looked like earlier this morning. And check this out. Some pretty cool shots here. James took this one for us. These next two. Very impressive stuff over the San Juans. They got a few inches of snow up, especially in the higher San Juans. But as you go down into the Sangre de Cristos, not as much here. Great shot of the trees, though. Very cool stuff. We appreciate it. Would like to see more snow out of this system, but we're not going to see a whole lot of it here. You like that? I got a whole lot bigger right there. 75 degrees in Albuquerque right now. Temperatures in the 60s and 70s for us to the north and all the way up into the high 80s around Carlsbad and Roswell at this point. As we check out what's going on, here's our problem. The storm system out to our west is going to head to the north. It is not going to come dead through the state, unfortunately, so we're not going to see a whole lot more precipitation. A little bit is a possibility. Again, in the San Juans, maybe the Sangre de Cristos get a few snow showers late tonight into tomorrow, but it's just not going to be anything significant at this point. But the storm will get just close enough to crank up our winds. Oh, joy. So we've got that chance for tomorrow. Winds pretty gusty. We'll get to those numbers in just 1 second for us, but mainly westerly winds, so we are going to stay fairly warm out there as well throughout the day for tomorrow. Spot showers will remain a possibility, but the main core of the storm way to the north of us. And then high pressure is going to build in for Thursday through Saturday, looking very, very nice for us weather-wise, and things really going to improve out there as far as not having to deal with those real gusty winds. But it is the proximity to the gusty winds that's going to be a problem for us tomorrow. Really, throughout most of the northern half of the state, to include the Albuquerque area, going to be pretty windy, 15 to 30 miles an hour up around the northwest plateau. Gustiest point, actually, east central sections around areas, like, say, Klein's Corners, and now towards Santa Rosa, could see some gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour. Las Vegas, I think, going to be very windy for tomorrow as well. 10 to 20 miles an hour, not as bad across the south. You guys are a little farther away from the core of that storm, so you won't have to deal with as much in the way of very, very gusty winds out there. But the wind's going to stay strong, it looks like, through tomorrow afternoon, and then things will finally start to back off, and our weather situation will improve here. So for tomorrow, best shot at least a couple showers, northwest plateau, up into the southern San Juans, and over into the Sangre de Cristos, but still not a whole lot going on out there for us as far as good precip goes, and really that's going to hold for quite a while. Back toward the south and west, temperatures in the 70s and 80s, and again, those winds about 10 to 20 miles an hour. And over to the southeast, temperatures for the most part in the high 80s around Fort Sumner, low 90s Roswell, low 90s around Artesia as well, mid 90s in the Carlsbad area. Meanwhile, temperatures in the low 70s, Cedar Crest, Sandia Park, gusty winds tomorrow. Estancia Valley going to see quite a bit of wind out toward east central sections of the state. Here in the Albuquerque area, 76, 80 in Los Lunas, 74 in the foothills, and for the most part, low 70s around Santa Fe and Bernalillo for tomorrow, high 70s. Rio Rancho and Paradise Hills. Here's your 7-day forecast for Santa Fe. Not a lot to get excited about for tomorrow, obviously, but as we head into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the weather looks pretty good for us. Mostly sunny skies, temperatures in the low 70s, warming all the way to 76 by Sunday, so we are definitely going to be well above average. Albuquerque area, we are closing back in on 80 for Thursday. It is going to be warm. Now, next week, we have a shot at a shower or two, but it isn't anything I'd get too excited about at this point, because right now, maybe a spot shower or two coming in for next week. I don't see a big-time storm. We are going to stay fairly dry.
Wow, almost to 80s.
Not good. I remember making that promise about a week ago.
Yeah, we were done,
Well,
right?
we're not. It's 79, so I'm fine at this point.
All right, thank you, Mark. Sports is next.